Have you ever wanted to visit Cinderella inside of her iconic castle at Magic Kingdom? Well, you can at Cinderella's Royal Table restaurant. We will show you the food you can eat, the princesses you can meet, and all of the information you need. We previously got a photo with our daughter Fiona when she was just a baby, and 4 years later, we're back to recreate it. So join us for that magical moment while we help you decide if this experience is the perfect fit for your family vacation.
It won't be hard for you to find the restaurant. It's inside that giant castle in the middle of Magic Kingdom. We recommend a walk through the tunnel, whether before or after your meal. The stunning mosaic tells the story of Cinderella and adds to the magic of your castle experience. The check-in area of the restaurant is in the back of the castle, tucked off to the side. Stroller parking is nearby, outside Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and next to a fountain featuring Cinderella herself.
Reservations are definitely recommended as this is one of the most popular character meals. Those reservations can be made 60 days in advance for all guests, and for guests with a hotel stay, you can make reservations for the first 10 days of your stay. Luckily, the princesses do meet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The food and price for breakfast is different, but lunch and dinner will be the same menu and cost. This is the only character meal that you pay for in advance when you make your reservation, and because of this, the cancellation policy is different. Once your reservation is made, you are not able to modify it. You are only permitted to cancel it up to 2 hours in advance. And if you do not cancel in time or you don't show up, you will be charged the full price of the meal per person. Are you ready to go up all those stairs? To go up into the castle? Oh my gosh.
After checking in, wait until your name is called, and then you may enter the majestic Grand Hall. You immediately begin to see the wonderful castle decor with suits of armor, medieval tapestries, and bells that chime. This is where you meet Cinderella, but whether you meet her before or after your meal would depend on her schedule, because she does of course take breaks. In fact, you may catch a glimpse of her up from the dining room. We were told we would get to meet her after our breakfast, so we headed up the many steps to the restaurant. And yes, there is an elevator if you need it. At the top of the stairs, you will be asked for your royal invitation, also known as the paper ticket the check-in desk gave you, and as a visiting king and queen, you will be shown to your table.
Cinderella's royal table does feature a menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner rather than a buffet. You get to select a single entree, which is not all you care to eat. I got the grilled steak and egg, and Tim tried the banana stuffed French toast. So if you're interested in those dishes, keep watching for our food review. There are also some specialty drinks on the menu for an extra cost, including several options for coffee. Otherwise, you can get the fanciest glass of Sprite you have ever seen. And don't worry, kids get the spill-proof cups. As a big Super Kitties fan, Fiona was delighted with the kids' menu, where kiddos get to choose an entree and 2 sides. The menu is also a themed activity sheet, but Ian was more excited about the oranges inside. These are great for keeping kids engaged while they wait, and we do wish that they were offered at more of the character meals. Before your entree arrives, you will first receive a basket of pastries with fruit.
Out of the 3, I liked the cinnamon roll the best. It had like a really nice texture. It almost was kind of like a croissant. And I probably liked the Danish the least, but honestly I'm just not a huge fan of Danishes, so if you do like Danishes, it was perfectly fine.
I'd give definitely the cinnamon roll is the best. It's kind of like a flaky croissant almost. The Danish will be crazy to some of you, but too chocolate to me, and that it's like kind of like a dark chocolate, has a little bit of that bitterness in it. And the muffin is just really dense. It's really heavy. It almost makes you like, if I ate that muffin, I don't even know if I'd want to eat my breakfast. It's so thick and doesn't have enough blueberries for me, although I like blueberry overload. But now you may have witnessed the arrival of a visiting princess. They will always be announced as they do a pose and then enter the room to greet each table.
Representing Clan Denmark, here is Merida.
The lineup of princesses can change depending on who is available. In addition to those that we met, other favorites like Snow White, Rapunzel, Tiana, or Belle are also possible. If you don't have something to sign, character meals usually include a card that already has signatures on them. We did not receive one this time. We thought we might after meeting Cinderella, but did not. So be sure to ask your server if they are available, as we have seen others receive cards from here before.
If you don't mind, we're going to take a picture. Thank you so much. Oh, we lost him. There he is.
Just come out of hiding now, bud. She's gone.
Oh, no, that's good. Take it. Okay, so we have been to Akershus, and we got all of the signatures of the princesses there, so we're going to finish it out with Princess Merida, Jasmine, and Cinderella today, so we'll have most of the princesses. But since we already had Ariel and Princess Aurora's signature, today we took some pictures. That's a fun physical souvenir you can take right away, something different. And the princesses were good sports about it, and of course let us take their picture quick. So just another idea for signatures if you want one.
And you can keep them in the box.
Yeah, and then we can keep them in our box. And we'll live happily ever after.
You're my dream! I'm finally not alone anymore. I've numbered by my brothers for so long, and I've always wanted to take them all over. Look at us! Look so pretty! Just on you with that. I know, and you've got some curly hair, I know. Would you say that makes you a wee bit wild?
For sure.
My mum says the exact same thing, and I never believed her until my brothers came along. They were absolutely
Do you mind? We have this.
I don't mind at all. Perfect. It was lovely to see you. Have fun on your adventures, you know. And you're welcome in Scotland anytime. I know they'll probably think you're me. Yeah. Right. Then you can do my lesson. Okay. Bye, everyone.
I love your wand and your sword. What about a who doesn't get a hold of that sword? He gave Alan the very bad haircut the last time. Look silly. But it was wonderful that we got the genie to fix it for him. You know, I don't know what we would do without the genie. Never had a friend quite like him. Do you want to fly right this way? We can all sit together.
Only need one more. Well, today. They're also pretty.
When you first arrive, you will notice this wishing star on your table. It will be used during a special ceremony in which you are told to hold it close to your heart, make a wish, and speak the magic words. Lights will flash, and hopefully your wish will come true, whatever it may be. Whether peace, love, and happiness for all, or just whether people will click that subscribe button down below, so we can keep bringing you helpful videos as we continue our series featuring every character meal at Disney World. Your support is appreciated. But as for this ceremony, it's a nice extra touch, but we didn't find it quite as memorable as the wish-making ceremony they are now doing at 1900 Park Fair, where you can also meet Cinderella, as well as Tiana, Mirabelle, and Aladdin. That is actually the only character meal where you can meet a Disney prince, something we would like to see them add to Cinderella's royal table.
Ian is under 3, and so he eats for free, meaning he received 1 complimentary Mickey waffle, though he didn't see it as food so much as a sort of Mickey dunking booth toy. And speaking of toys, both adults and kids each can choose whether they want a wand or a sword as a gift to all the guests of the castle. Fiona ordered herself a Mickey waffle, and for sides, she selected bacon and fruit. Unfortunately, she did not like the melon.
How it started, how it ended.
They're the same picture.
Ian, however, gave a very positive review for the bacon.
More? There we go.
All the bacon.
Double fist the bacon.
I love steak. It's one of my absolute favorite foods. I always order it everywhere I can because I love it so much. And this is the best steak I've had so far at Disney. It is so flavorful. It's so tender. It's amazing. I already ate half of it in like 2 bites because it was so good. It's cooked perfectly. The house makes it medium. That's what they recommend. That's what I always order anyway. And it was easy to cut with even just a butter knife. They actually forgot to give me a steak knife, but maybe they don't need to because it's so tender. It has it's not a crust on the outside, but it has like a peppery flavor on the outside that's really just enhancing that steak flavor. I feel bad because Tim probably wants to try it, and I'm not gonna let him because I'm gonna eat it all. So sorry, Tim.
Well, I mean, maybe I should have tried.
No, it's too good. You gotta fight me for it. My only complaint is it's too small. I want a bigger piece. I love broccoli, but this was kind of like sad. There was just like 2 little spears of it, and it is very al dente. Like it was firm and hard. I didn't really love it, and it wasn't super flavorful in comparison to the steak, which was like some of the best steak I've ever had. So the broccoli was a little disappointing. You can see it's like a pretty hearty egg. Oh, he wants more bacon. Must be good. Nom, 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 nom. You like the bacon, bud? So the egg is, it's like a frittata or an omelet. There is onions, peppers, and potatoes in it. I like it. It tastes fine with it has that boursin cheese sauce on top, so it adds another element of flavor to it. It's good. It's not like exceptional. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. So the way that this meal goes is the steak is awesome. It is so good and tender and flavorful. And then the egg it's pretty good. It's well done. And then the broccoli is not very good.
The banana French toast is almost like a tale of 2 dishes here because the actual French toast is unexceptional. Honestly, it doesn't. You can get some banana flavor. It's not that flavorful. But then in the very center, there's like a banana cream custard, and it is amazing. It's like a banana and vanilla flavor, and it's just so good. But it was just like in the very center, and it's a very thick piece. So I actually was several bites in before I even realized it existed. I'm honest with you. And I just wish it had been more of that, because that bite in the middle is amazing and something I would get again. But the rest of it, the bulk of it, was unexceptional to me.
So the banana French toast, I'm a big Banana Foster's fan, so I kind of thought it might be a little bit like that. It is not. It does have a very strong, real banana taste to it. It kind of reminds me of like a bread pudding. It is very thick. It's very like kind of soggy. I'm not a big fan of the texture of this. And as for the cream in the center that Tim likes, to me it tastes exactly like banana cream pie, like the filling in a banana cream pie. So if you like that taste, then you'll probably really, really like this. For me overall, I couldn't be more thrilled that I got to eat the steak instead of this. So if you're a meat lover, definitely order the steak.
There is no dessert course for breakfast, so after our meal, it was time to finally head down and meet Cinderella.
Gotta get to the ball before it's too late.
We did have to wait in a line, but it was separate from the guests who were just entering, and we were given priority so that we could complete our experience and resume our day. We got to recreate one of our favorite photos, and if you've ever had fun recreating photos at Disney, we'd love to hear about it in the comments. Aw, that makes this mama's heart happy. But now for some bad news. These PhotoPass photos are not included in the cost of your meal. You do get to meet Cinderella, and of course you are free to snap pictures with your own device, but to get the PhotoPass pictures, you would have to pay the extra cost for Memory Maker or buy the individual photo downloads. After you meet Cinderella and her guests, you can meet even more princesses at the nearby Princess Fairytale Hall. Or if you just want to save yourself a whole lot of money, you can meet Cinderella herself there, with this being a common lineup of the visiting princesses. But if you'd rather chat about Cinderella with her stepsisters, Anastasia and Drizella, you can find them near the castle too.
Look, it's us! No one ever has this. I really like this. Did you make this yourself?
No, Cinderella happens to be on it.
Yes, but she's featured artist.
Exactly.
And also Lucifer.
Yep.
Look at him. Listen, I'm with her. Exactly. Look at this. Can you believe this? What a lady. Can you believe this? Wow. She talks to us. I know she's a man. I thought you guys would like it. I had to show you. Oh, absolutely. I mean, yes, it should be featured on Tremaine. Oh, she picked this one because she couldn't find our dress. Oh, yeah. They're sold out everywhere. Yes. So you just settled for this one in the meantime. You have to go and avoid that you buy it 60 days in advance.
Thank you, girls.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tiny Heart. Yes, we've been waiting for you. Yes. Feel free. You too can do this as well at our chateau tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Scrubbing the floors. Sounds like fun, right? You're hired.
And don't forget, you can take a stroll down the other side of the castle, where you can take a picture at Cinderella's wishing well.
So is Cinderella's royal table worth the price? It is, after all, the most expensive character meal of them all. There are some extra touches, like the coloring booklet, that's surprisingly not common at character meals. And this being the only restaurant where you will receive a toy with your meal, but really what this comes down to is you get to dine inside this. It's one of those Magic Kingdom bucket list items you may feel like you just have to do at least one time. And if you're having a royal day by going to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique first and then dine in the castle afterwards, it makes for a very memorable day for kiddos and parents alike. But honestly, while the restaurant is beautiful, it isn't some must-see spectacle inside, and the view out the windows isn't that great either, because you aren't really that high above the park. Not to mention, you may be seated far away from the windows like we were, so if the interior of Cinderella's castle isn't enough of a draw for you, and you're just looking for a princess character meal, Aqua Shoes may be the better choice. They offer a lower cost, you get an all-you-care-to-eat meal, and 5 different princesses come to your table. No waiting in line or being charged extra money for photographs on top of the expensive meal you just paid for. If you're skeptical of the food at Aqua Shoes, we do have a full review of that restaurant on our channel too, so be sure to check that out if you want to know what to expect. As for us, we don't regret going to Cinderella's royal table because we got to relive a great memory, but it will likely be a few years before we come back again. assuming Devin can still hold this kid up in the air.